Yo, what up, it's Don.
Sammy here.
We are the Soul Brothers back up in it with a versus video battle of OKC.
Ooh,
there can only be one.
Oh yeah, it is. I forgot.
This is the Westbrook Why Not 0.2 versus
the Nike PG3, Paul George's signature shoe. So sorry about the pricing. We did mess up on the pricing on the review and some of the versus videos. This NASA colorway was actually $120, but then you know, obviously the new other general release pairs didn't come out for a few weeks, so we thought the price was $120, but it turns out it's $110. So they kept it the same price, very cheap. And the 0.2 is $125. So $15 price difference. That's a good amount, I would say, right? And some people,
depending on how broke you are,
or how Asian you are, you know what I'm saying, how cheap you are. But yeah, so they're both great performers. I love them. You know, both 4-foot zoom units, great tractions and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be a good versus video. If you guys want to cop either of these, we'll leave links below. Let's get it started off with the Tracciones.
Circles versus circles. Which circle is better?
The PG3 circle is better.
Because it's a full circle.
Yes.
These are two half circles put together with this little space in between.
Exactly.
That's where they messed up.
Which one's deeper? They're both like really deep, right?
Yeah,
I think they're around the same.
Now which one's softer?
Yeah, the 0.2 is a lot softer.
Yeah.
On a clean court, I would tie it up. I mean, the 0.2 has a really hard, great bite. Same with the PG3s, really hard and really great bite. But on the dusty court, I don't know, the 0.2, I didn't really have any issues. Like, the dust was still easy to wipe off. Same with the PG3, dust is still easy to wipe off, but the dust does get stuck on it. Actually, I think the 0.2 picked up dust pretty fast as well, so I think I tied up there. But durability wise, the 0.2 seems a lot worse. I mean, there are some chunks that are coming off in the PG3s.
Some like tears, ripping off.
Exactly, and like a little bit of fraying, but the 0.2 is a lot worse.
Yeah, it has some more of that, and there's definitely a little bit more fraying. It just looks a little bit more tore back, if you will.
Exactly. So durability, we feel like the PG3 is going to be better. Also, another thing is sometimes I slip out in the Why Not 0.2s. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do a really hard stop for a lateral movement while I'm doing a lateral movement, I found myself slipping out sometimes when it was really dusty. The PG3s, I really never had that. So that's another thing that I want to add. So just because of that and also the durability, I would say the PG3 wins just by a little bit. Yeah, the 0.2 is still awesome, but PG3 I would say is one of the nicest tractions that's out right now. So.
All right, moving on to the cushion.
Ooh, I don't know, man. All right, so
this one seems a little chunky, huh?
Yeah, it's a little chunky.
Chunkier.
Yeah. So they're both really nice. You know, the PG3 has a really soft foam. We're not sure what it is, but it's a soft foam. There's a lot of heel compression. There's a nice little zoom unit, you know, in the forefoot. It's kind of like where the ball of your foot is. You don't really feel it where your toes are. Oh, it feels pretty damn bouncy, very nice. Court feel is really good, but also it has really good impact protection. So it's a really good blend of both responsiveness and impact protection, which I really like to have, and also has a really nice bounce in the forefoot. So overall cushion, I love the PG3s. The 0.2 also is really nice. I mean, I thought the final was gonna be super stiff, especially in the heel, but there's a good amount of heel compression. It feels super nice. It has this little curve up, so that improves the heel to toe transition. The zoom unit in the forefoot seems to be a lot bigger than, we haven't seen inside of the 0.2 yet, but from what I feel, it seems like it's kind of like the size of the Kyrie 5, you know, with that what do you call it? The zoom turbo unit. And I guess kind of like also the Jordan 32 had that same unit, and the 33. So that's what I'm thinking the 0.2 has, but you can feel it definitely like throughout the entire forefoot. The PG3 is kind of like more just in the ball of your foot. But one thing that I do like the PG3 better is that the court feel is a lot better. The 0.2, the court feel isn't as good, but impact protection, I'd still say they're both really good. Bounce, they're both pretty bouncy, and it's the same kind of bounce in the forefoot. It's just a little bit bigger in the 0.2. And heel to toe transition, I would say, I don't know, man. I mean, 0.2 is really nice with that curve, but the PG3 with the really soft heel compression also helps with that nice smooth heel to toe transition. So I tie it up there. So for me, since I value cork feel a lot, I'd say the PG3 is slightly better.
Alright.
Yeah.
Moving on to the upper slash materials.
Yeah.
The Westbrooks have a lot going on. I don't even know where to begin. There's a ton of different kinds of materials, but they look and feel pretty damn premium.
Yes. I mean, it is pretty thick though. It's a lot thicker than the PG3. The PG3 is like pretty damn thin, almost paper thin. Feels pretty flimsy though, and I think it's just this colorway. I'm waiting to get other colorways, but yeah, it's especially in hand, it feels really cheap, feels really shitty. Obviously, I want to see other colorways as well, see how they compare to this colorway. But it's just this is the only shoe PG3 I have, so that's what I'm going off of. So yeah, in hand and looking at it, I guess like quality wise, I would say the 0.2 is nicer, but on foot, I like the PG3s better. Because it gets just as soft, but it's thinner. It's just as supportive and just as soft as well. You know, super comfortable upper. So I don't know, like how are we gonna say?
Well, I mean, just as far as material quality, I mean the Westbrooks, but
yeah,
as far as the way they're implemented, you got to go with the PG3, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess if you like thinner materials, then I guess like why wouldn't you? Then go with the PG3s, you know.
Which is also going to affect weight, which we'll get into.
Yes.
But talking about support and lockdown.
Support and lockdown, I mean, no issues in either of the shoes.
Yeah.
The 0.2 is pretty much, I guess, like a mid or a high, but the ankle support really isn't there if you need ankle support, and obviously the PG3 is a low, even though, I don't know, like a mid-low? It's a mid-low?
Yeah, it's a mid-low. It's a high, it's a mid-low.
Mid-low.
Or low-mid, sorry.
Low-mid. Oh yeah, there we go. So, yeah, ankle support, or if you're looking for like ankle restriction, then you're not gonna get it in either of the shoes, but like they're both pretty damn wide, so you're gonna be laterally stable. Lateral containment is great. So support and lockdown, I give it a tie.
What about fit?
Fit, the PG3, go true to size. It runs slightly narrow, but it's still a good width for me, and the materials do stretch out a little bit once you break it in. So yeah, fit for me was really good. Same thing with the 0.2. The 0.2, go true to size. It runs slightly long though. It runs just a little bit long. So if you want a really snug fit, go down half a size. And width-wise, I would say it's slightly narrow as well. But for me, I don't know. They're both really good fits. Besides, I guess a little bit of length in the 0.2 for me. So I give it a tie.
All right, let's talk about weight.
Weight.
All right, so the Westbrooks coming in at 15.6, not the lightest shoe out by any means.
Yes, and the PG3 is 12.2 ounces. So obviously, the PG3 is a lot lighter. What feels lighter? Yes, the PG3 feels a lot lighter, a lot more minimal as well. What feels more responsive? They're both really responsive. I mean, really good traction. You know, you're gonna feel light on your feet. So yeah, the PG3 wins for that for weight.
All right, durability.
Durability, ooh, I don't know, man. I mean, the outsole, the PG3 seems more durable, but like the upper and stuff like that, the PG3 doesn't seem too durable. Mm-hmm. And the 0.2, it's the opposite. So, I don't know. I guess kind of tie it up.
Yeah. Step in comfort.
Step in comfort, I'd say I like the 0.2 a little bit better.
All right.
Just a little bit, just because the zooming in feels, it is a little bit larger. Feels a little bit nicer, you know?
Breaking time?
Breaking time, really no breaking time for either shoes. The materials are soft right out of the box. Cushion, you can feel pretty much right away. Or I had to break it in for like a day. And traction is good right out of the box, so I tie it up.
Ventilation?
Ventilation, yeah, 0.2 is slightly hot. Materials are thicker. The PG3 is a lot thinner. It's a little bit cooler as well, so PG3 for the win there.
Aesthetics.
Ooh, 0.2.
Yeah, I kind of like the Westbrooks.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yes.
I guess let's wrap it up.
Wrapping it up.
$15.
$15. So the PG3, 110, 125 for the 0.2. Which one is the better performer? I'd say the PG3, man.
And it's cheaper.
Yes, I mean, dude, this shoe is so nice to play in. Dude, companies are releasing so many good performers.
Yeah, it's getting pretty gnarly out there.
Yeah, it's getting pretty gnarly. But yeah, so they both play really similarly, but I mean, it's just the PG3 is just more minimal, lighter, and that's the reason why I like the PG3. So if you want, I guess, a little bit more support, even though the PG3 is more supported, but you just like to have a thicker material, you like that coziness and stuff like that, go with the 0.2. But I'd say the overall better performer for me is the PG3.
That's it. If you want to cop, links are down below. As always, thanks for tuning in. Soul Brothers, we'll catch you in the next one later.
Peace.